Four of us are here. So I feel, hello everyone. Uh, so I feel that it's just matter of time. If you attend the class, if you give it its due time, if you allow the teachings to soak in, because we have so much going on, isn't it? There are so many videos on Instagram. We are in that scrolling culture, which is making no sense to us. It's not adding any value to us. Okay. There is so much information on Facebook also. In fact, if you ask me, on YouTube also, there's so much information. But is it adding value to your life is the question. What am I aspiring to be? All right. And is it really helping me achieve my goals? I ask my students who I meet in whenever I go to various colleges, I get invited, I stay in Delhi. So various management schools that I go to, I ask this question that, why do you study? Why are you preparing yourself? Why are you doing so much of hard work, right? What is it? Tell me in one word. They come up with various answers. I want to support my family. I want to, lead a good life. Some people say, I want to marry a beautiful girl. I want to marry a rich girl. Or I want to provide to my generations to come. Some people say, for my own knowledge, I love to study the studious types. Okay. Uh, but I said, no, you have to tell me in one word. And if you could, since we are sitting here, if you could write, what is it that one word that why do we want to learn something and why do we want to excel in life? If you could write it in that, just give me that one word and I would know where we are heading. If you could give me in the group, please, in the chat. I just want one word. What, according to you both, you three of you who are here, if you could write it in the chat box, what is it, that one word that you want to achieve something in life? I aspire to achieve. I've achieved a lot, but I feel miles to go. All right. And I think your achieving something would be my achievement. Don't you think so? As a coach, if I say I'm your coach, if you achieve something in life, don't you think that's my achievement? What is my achievement? And I will also get some achievement out of it, and you will also get. But we'll first focus on your achievement. My achievement, I've told you. If you achieve what you aspire to be in your life, and if I see as a coach that you've done it, then I think that's my achievement. Because I feel a coach when you are studying something, when you're trying to change, when you're trying to transform yourself, it's just like being on the cricket field or being on the wrestling thing. Okay. You require a coach, a mentor who's probably done it in the past and has got learnings and can tell you where you're going wrong and can give you course corrections. That is required, isn't it? And it should not be a bomb. It should not be something which is very, very expensive. It should not be. It's a digital platform. That's the beauty of digital platform, that it should be affordable too. Okay. It should not be a loss for anyone. It should not, you're giving me your time, energy, effort, attention, right? So you have written, anyone has written, let me see. I'm in a library, ma'am. Achha, you're in a library, write down, Srinivas. Ashutosh, right. Why do you want to achieve? I aspire to achieve power. Interesting. Power for what? My next question would be, why do you want power? And I love one words because I don't like, just like a politician. You want to influence, you know? If I would see if someone would come to me and say, I want to be powerful, good policies. Somewhere you are fed up of the policies. Somewhere you're not convinced that the taxes that we are paying, the quality of life that we get isn't good enough. Biased laws, law taking so much time to, get fruitified. And thus, Ashutosh wants to make a difference. He wants to I aspire to become a technocrat in India, ma'am. Absolutely beautiful. He wants both of you in a way. You want a place of authority wherein you can make decisions, wherein you can have the power to influence people, change their mindsets, and change policies, right? And that's so wonderful. That's so wonderful. But I would say, when I go to B school, somewhere I feel that both of you are inclined towards the government sector and, are working towards for the betterment of the society. And that's how we most of us are. But like I go to a lot of B schools too, okay? I get invited to a lot of MBA colleges. And what do you think are they aspiring for? Primarily people who are, studying in, say, top-notch MBA colleges in Delhi and in NCR and in Mumbai, in Bangalore. That's where I mostly have uh, my classes and my seminars. These people are mostly, what is, before we go there, I want you to know that all of us are looking for freedom. Freedom is one word that we are aspiring. Freedom from the circumstances that I am in, freedom from the conditions that I am in, freedom from everything, freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of giving directions, freedom of living the life that I want to live, freedom of taking decisions, freedom of not being told what to do, when to do, how to do, freedom for deciding for myself. Don't you think so? If I have freedom, freedom is the word that we all are looking for, you know that? It has been scientifically proven. Many, many people have written about it. People have spoken about it, all right? That freedom is the ultimate. If I get freedom of any kind that I want, and the biggest freedom that comes from, I think the biggest freedom, when you say I need power, that means you need power freedom, freedom to make decisions, okay? And then freedom along with it gets you, privileges of being respected in the society, okay? You want that respect, that you want to change the stature of your family, of yourself. You want to see yourself as a different person. You don't want the perceptions that people have around you, that this guy is this. 10 years from now, they should say, I was wrong. People who doubted you in your past, and our mind, beautiful part. I keep coming back there because that's my favorite topic and that's my topic of expertise, right? Our prefrontal cortex, which is our conscious mind, and then the limbic system, which is also called the mammalian brain and the reptilian brain, the three layers, you know, the limbic one is the emotional fool. It wants emotions. It wants to feel powerful. It wants to prove to the world that I proved you wrong. It wants to prove to the world that you, deep down, unconsciously, we know even our parents are somewhere doubting us, that whether this boy can do something, whether he will be able to, get married, have kids, and lead a life of respect and admiration that they aspire. Somewhere the parents also want to see their unfulfilled dreams through you. And that keeps a bigger burden, or I will say a bigger aspiration for you from yourself also, isn't it? You want to make them believe that it is possible. Their dreams, which probably could not get fulfilled through you. And that is why we need transformation. And how does transformation really happen? I'm very happy to know that both of you have got, your goals cleared. Okay. Probably at this age and stage, somewhere I was only involved and interested in learning. I'm telling you, I was very, very keen in just taking in, taking in, taking in, all right, without knowing what I really wanted to know, what I wanted to do. It's only when I realized that I wanted to just learn and teach. That is that was something that made me most happiest. I didn't want any kind of load on me, and I unloaded myself. I, for that, you need to know who you are first. What is it that moves you? What is it that makes you wake up every day at 5 a.m.? What is it that tells you that I can be awake till 2 a.m. in the morning? Okay. I can stretch an all-nighter because I need to prepare for something that I really, really want in life. It is just like Virat Kohli, what he is. People celebrate him. People love him. People admire him. They want to be like him. But the kind of dedication that he's put in, people forget it. But just think about it. Virat Kohli is successful as a cricketer, and so was Sachin Tendulkar. But what if Sachin Tendulkar came from a family of, say, all singers? Just giving you a hypothetical, something to really think about. Sachin Tendulkar, what happens? A person from, if you are a person who's from a family of all doctors, what would you like to be? And 90% chances are you will become a doctor, isn't it? If you come from a family of all lawyers, 90% chances you will become a lawyer. If you come from a family of washermen, 90% chances you will aspire to be a washerman. Because that's what you've seen and you've admired. Children copy, they are copycats of their parents. They admire their parents. They want to be like their parents. All right. And if Sachin Tendulkar, today he's a cricketer and he's a legend. If he was born in the family of singers, he would have aspired to become a singer. And can you imagine him singing with the voice that he has? I don't think he would have done justice, right? And I'll just take you, and give you one more example, which sounds a little funny. Lata Mangeshkar, she comes from a family of all singers, isn't it? All singers. Her father was a singer, her sister was a singer, brother was a singer. But what if she came from a family of all in sports and she decided she will pursue cricket, women cricket? I don't think she could have been a success. I think she would have been a disaster. I feel. I'm not sure, but I feel. She would have aspired, she would have played. But it's so amazing that they found their successes. It's because he came to know that he woke up at 5 a.m. for cricket, while she woke up at 5 a.m. for singing. And they pursued what they were good at. And I would really think, because I think even I have, and my family, people I know, people I've trained, they have spent, I get people who are, around 60 years old, and they've spent a substantial amount of their life doing something that probably wasn't really resonating. And all their life they did because they were married, and then they had to provide for their kids, and then they had to just prolong it. What if they did one exercise in which they would have known that this is what he is? He is this kind of person. This is what motivates him. And how do you know it? Can I share a secret with you? I'll tell you a small exercise, okay? Before we go into discussion further. There are 7 human needs that each one of us has. All right? 7 human needs. All right? The first is contribution. We want to contribute. Either we want to contribute to our parents, to our society, to our family, all right? Or any kind of contribution. When we do something, maybe we don't want to do for everyone. Obviously, we're not that big, you know, we are not like that. Big philanthropists. If we had so much, we would have spent so much. We say that. If I was born in a multimillionaire's house, maybe I would have, you know, done a charity of 10 lakhs. But now that I also don't have, I'm not going to provide. It's not about just money. It's about contribution in any way. Sometimes, like, my speaking to you is my way of contribution. You're maybe talking to your mom or to your dad or looking after your brother or sister, something that you want to do. Sometimes it is just doing for somebody you really love, you have affection for. And sometimes when you grow in life, when your boundaries, your space in your mind and your life increases, it can be society as a whole. Then you want to contribute. That is one of the first human needs, one of the human needs. But not everybody has got. The sequence of it really matters, because for Mother Teresa, feeling of contribution was really high, and thus she was Mother Teresa. Okay. Shah Rukh Khan also has contribution, but it's not number one. It's somewhere there. Somewhere there, maybe fifth or sixth or fourth. He contributes to his friends. He does movies without taking money, isn't it? We get to know Shah Rukh Khan has taken only 1 rupee from Karan Johar because he is his friend, isn't it? Or Karan Johar has taken someone and given so much money. Karan Johar has a lot of love and affection for Alia Bhatt. So he's given extra money to her, not even taken her audition and given her a movie altogether. It's because of somewhere he has that feeling of contribution for, one particular person or one particular. You love some people or you love some things without any explanation. And that's the feeling of contribution. Okay. The second basic human need is importance. You want to feel important. All right. You want that admiration. You want the society to say that I respect you. I respect you for what you do, what you are. That admiration, you require it. And sometimes you give admiration to, say, suppose you see a politician or a film star, and even if you just go, they get irritated because they've seen so many, right? But when they would have started initially, they admire it. They admire it because everybody wants it. Don't you like that someone would give you importance, that, what would you like to have? I will cook only that. What will you're so important for me. I remember your birthday. Every year I call you, even if you call me back or not. That's the feeling of importance. So everybody needs that. So for Shah Rukh Khan, feeling of importance is very high because he has mentioned that for me, I do not work, even if a lot of money is given, if he's not comfortable with some particular director or some particular actor, he doesn't do the movie. He has said that, isn't it? I'm sure you know that. Or you don't know, I'm telling you, because I am a movie buff too. He says, I don't like to work with people I'm not comfortable with. If my co-actor is, I'm not comfortable, I'll try to influence the director to change the co-actor. Or if he doesn't agree, I will myself step down. So that means he's not running behind money or growth or anything, but importance. Importance, that I am important, I take this decision, and now the director has to make a choice whether it's me or it is the other one. All right. So that's importance. So for him, it is very high, but importance may not be very high for Mother Teresa. She did it unconditionally. At least that's how we know it, that she did whatever she did without anything in return. And thus that need was low in her. All right. Now, the third human need, what we all of us have, is growth. We all want to grow. We want to go, if we are here at this level, we want to reach here at least. 1 year down the line, when I look back, I should know, okay, how will I know? Either I have a new job, better position, more money, more people who are working under me, or I get married, and my spouse is respecting me, loving me, admiring me. I'm comfortable. My family says we are learning, you're a changed person. It's so comfortable being with you. You're learning relationship skills. All right. You're able to, your growth can be anything. Your growth can be losing weight. That 10 kgs of extra weight that you probably are not able to shed, that's also your growth. Or your growth is you're now able to, earlier you were a short fuse, anything and everything irritated you and made you angry. And today you are a more controlled person. That's also growth. Because you know somebody is triggering you and still you're not losing your cool. You're able to control your emotions. Your emotions are in your control. That's also growth. And that's up to you, absolutely. That's the definition. Whether you take it as growth or not, but I take it as growth because believe me, there was a time when I would lose my fuse very, very easily. Anybody and everybody could trigger me. They would just trigger the places that I didn't like to be spoken, the way they would look at me or the way they would speak something, and I would pick up a fight. Anything and everything. All right. No, don't talk to me like this. Don't talk to me in this tone. Everything mattered to me. I'm changing. I'm not perfect yet. I'm trying to change. I've tried to become more empathetic. Empathy was always there in me. All right. I believe I've been always been a very empathetic person. I've always been like somebody, I think Ashutosh was asking the other day that does astrologers really, really say what they're saying correct or not? In my astrologer had predicted that for me, the role of being a nurse was something that I would have done the best. My astrologer had predicted, and I used to always wonder how is he saying becoming a nurse, because I can't do anything like that. I mean, it's so difficult. I don't like the sight of the blood. I don't like I don't like the hospital smell. They are underpaid, they're undervalued. And I didn't like growing up, I was not very interested in biology. I was more of a math student. I wanted more maths. Physics was something that really attracted me. Then later on, I was more interested when I was interested in learning about the human psychology. Then I started understanding that no, 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 biology is telling me. And that's where my instructors and my teachers, my mentors took me. And that's how I started to develop interest in biology. And then I used to wonder, why is he saying nurse? But somewhere today, I feel that yes, I feel at this age and stage when I have my own kids and I have my own, people I've been mentoring, I've been speaking to, I think deep down, I am a nurse. Deep down, I have the qualities that are there of the nurse, that she is empathetic, she understands your pain, she understands what you are going through, in spite of the fact that she may not be going through that, or she may not have gone through that at all. But because she's seen that pain and she studied that pain, she's not the doctor. Doctor comes only for 5 minutes, puts the injection, goes away. Doctor is the one making money, but the nurse is the one who empathizes more. She stays with you. She sticks with you. She's there with you. She's nurturing you. She's telling you. She's sometimes shouting at you. She is the one who's in direct contact with you. She knows the dirt, but she doesn't make face with the dirt. She has the empathy to sympathize with you for your dirt also. So I think the prediction was pretty nice. I did not become the nurse, that my age has gone now, that I cannot start afresh, and neither do I have the stamina to, learn all over and become a nurse. But I think I have the qualities of the nurse. And thus, I feel the astrologer was absolutely. Hi, Sharma. Thank you so much for showing up here. Thank you so much. He's someone who was there in my previous batch, like I introduced, and he's very special to me because he was in my first digital batches that I did. And thank you so much for coming here. He always made
I,
sure that he's always there, right? Okay. So I covered which all? Can anyone write with three human needs till now that I've mentioned? Can someone revise for people who have recently joined? Veena ji has joined, and then Sharma has joined. Can anyone revise for us? Empathy, yeah. Empathy. Did we speak about empathy? Empathy is basically, we spoke about contribution. Yeah, contribution is one of the, I will show you the chart in my advanced course. I will uh, tell you what it is. Okay. 1 minute. One of my somebody is messaging me. I'll just reply. Okay. Yeah, yesterday spoke about the mindset. Yes. So, Sharma, we are speaking about the 7 human needs. Everybody needs that. And that is what makes people. You mind if I just do a quick revision for my first batch student? Is that okay? Yeah. So, there are 7 human needs. Each of us have that. And that's what makes us the sequence of those 7 needs. Basically, 7 needs come from, yeah, from the 7 chakras that we have. All right. And the sequence of those human needs make us what we are. So there is one of contribution, which probably Mother Teresa had top of her list. And that there is something of importance, which maybe Shah Rukh Khan has on top, because for him, growth is not that important, but importance is more important because he lets go of various offers in spite of the fact that they're ready to pay him more. But if he's not comfortable with that director or with his co-star, he says, I will not do it. Right, Sharma? So growth is ahead for him. There is contribution, there is growth, and then there is importance. Okay, importance. Sorry, importance was for Shah Rukh Khan. The growth I'm saying is for everyone, because growth is wherever I am, I become better than that in any way. So I gave my example that if I could manage my anger, or I could not get triggered by people or even a traffic jam. A traffic jam would make me restless, because I think I'm a little bit of a late Latif. That's what makes me, that's one of my negative qualities, that I start till the end, I keep waiting, and then I'm rushing. And because I stay in a metropolitan city of Delhi, the national capital, there are always traffic jams and there are always red lights, and those make me very, very anxious, very, very restless. And thus, I think I, with my healing modalities and with my learnings and all, I started applying that on myself. And I said, not anymore. Even if I'm getting late, so what? I'll just message the people that I'm reaching in some time. I think my cool and my composure is very, very important. And when I understood the fact that my state of mind is changing my manifestations, because if at this red light I get panic attack, that when will it become? And I'm shouting at people, what are you doing? Like we do in India, right? In India, we're always giving traffic suggestions to others, right? That this is our national sign, this hand movement, kya kar raha hai, right? That's our, I think that should become our national sign, because we are very good at questioning others when we are doing, when we are in the traffic. And our fuse is so small. Indians' fuse are so small. We get angry, annoyed, we honk so much. You know, in many of the countries, I went to Singapore last year, and I hardly heard any horn. I was saying, why this place is so quiet? You know. And then our the guide that we had, he mentioned that people don't honk here. It's because um, there is a challan which comes. Okay, you get fined for it. And then I came to know that Chandigarh also has, you know, there are cities in this country who also have things like that. So peaceful it is, because in Delhi it's mad. There is honking, there is abuses, there are people coming out of the car, fighting, and you know, there's no peace. So I feel being peaceful at one traffic light, most probably next traffic light will be green for you. Or maybe somehow the traffic will start clearing. I feel that's my, and manifestation has scientifically proved them, so I can prove that to you, right? So how you behave in one stressful situation, the next situation also changes accordingly. So that's the third human need. And the fourth, I burst my limiting beliefs. Great, great, absolutely. So your limiting belief, if you know that you feel that I'm not good enough, and if you're able to document 100 points that why am I good enough? If you take a sheet of paper and if you say today, I have, okay, I cannot crack this exam. If this question comes to you, can I crack this exam I'm preparing for? Okay. Do you get such questions? You're preparing very hard, you're working hard, but you somehow feel, can I really do it? Then stop. That's first step. You've identified there is a limiting belief in your head. You're questioning your ability. Step number 2, ask yourself, I cannot do it because. The moment you get because, stop again. Now take this because and keep it down. That's the third step. Now take this because and now write. Write everything. I cannot do this because I have not studied in a convent school. I cannot do this because I have studied in a Hindi medium school. I cannot do this because I stay in a tier 2 or tier 3 city. I cannot do this because I have not got more than 70% marks in my grade, in my 10th class exam. I cannot do this because my family is not supportive of me. I cannot do this because I have so many responsibilities. This because, document all these because, right? Now, once you have all this documented, you know these are your limiting beliefs. And this is where you have to fight or you have to take them out. Remember, I told you your outside world is a mirror reflection of your inner world. Today, what if you were, suppose 7.5 million years back, let's go there. You were born and there were no mirrors. Today, you have mirrors everywhere. You know how you look, right? If you had no mirror, you don't know how you look. Only the other person knows how you look. How would you know how you look until unless you go to a well or a river wherein you could see your reflection? You don't know how you look. So now that you have mirrors, you know exactly how your physical attributes are. But how will you know how is your behavior? What are you feel? What are you from inside? You need a mirror for that, isn't it? Those mirrors are just, we don't have a mirror of our feelings, of what I believe who I am. If I believe I cannot crack those exams, if I believe I don't deserve to be 60 kgs or whatever weight I want to be, if I believe that I cannot earn 5 lakh rupees per month, then I don't know that because it's there in my head. I don't know these beliefs are there. Those mirrors, those beliefs have to be shown a mirror. And this mirror is nothing but you're doing exercises and putting this on a piece of paper that these are when you write down the answer of your becauses, you know you have created a mirror of your thoughts. You have to show yourself a mirror that this is what is my problem, that my family is not supportive. All right. My family is not supportive. Let's take for an example. And now, next exercise would be because my family is not supportive. Now I want you to come down for step number 4. Sorry, I've digressed. I'm going here and there. You have to bear with me. All right. Maybe once we go, that's what happens when you have excess information and you want to really, really give. All right. That's when you are in the nurse mode, you just want to give maximum oxygen, maximum glucose. You want to just give, and so that the other person come to the life as soon as possible. Thank you so much, Sharma. Thank you. I am organized. I know I'm a very organized person, but right now I'm totally in the giving mode. And once we come to an organized session, maybe then we can have a more organized session there. And then but I just want to give you, and I'm sure you are intelligent enough to just take it in. All right. So what happens here is that once you have taken it all in, all right. So I feel my limiting belief is my family is not supportive. Step number 5 is you have to write at least 100 points. And trust me, if you don't have 100 points, write 5 points right now, take a break. Come back after 2 hours, write again. Come back after 5 days, write again. But now I want you to write till the day you were born, since the day you were born till today, in what all ways your family has been supportive and how you can prove yourself wrong. Remember, you have to become a lawyer, which you know you're defending a criminal, a murderer. But because that murderer has paid you, it is your moral responsibility, in spite of the fact that you're, you know, you are fighting the case for a murderer, but since it's your job and you've been paid money in lakhs and crores to fight for this murderer, will you not defend him? You will, right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah,
You will
yes.
defend him. Yes, absolutely. And now I want you to behave like that lawyer and fight a case against that person who's written this limiting belief that my family is not supportive. And now you write. It's your document. Don't worry about the spellings, about the handwriting, about what you have to just write it. Your subconscious is registering it. You have to fight a case for this person who's written that my family is not supportive. Now you will say that my family is supportive. Why? Because my mom, she would wake up at 5 a.m. before I would go to school. She would cook, make food for me, give me tiffin every day because my father paid for my school fees. Okay. Someday your father would have given you, even if he was a strict father or a strict mother, someday he would have given you one chocolate. Mention that also. My family is supported because my father on this date gave me a chocolate. And if any negative thought comes to you, write it down immediately. Okay? No, no. He gave me a chocolate, but that day he had shouted at me also. Okay? Write it that also. And now fight a case against this person who wrote this. You have to become a lawyer and your limiting beliefs have to be cut one by one. Don't worry, you don't have to put this so much information and how will I do this? I take you deep down. We will work with you. All right. And I'll tell you your limiting belief, and one by one, we will kill those limiting beliefs. And by the end, when you'll come out of it and we'll apply NLP and everything, wherein if I say, is your family not supportive? You'll say, no, I have the most supportive family. You won the case. Once your subconscious is convinced that in spite of all odds, you are the luckiest person on this earth. I'm telling you, when you'll appear for the exam that you're preparing for, or you'll reach the interviewing officer who's going to interview you, or you are preparing for something wherein you are earning 50,000 rupees per month and you want something 1 lakh rupees per month would come like this the moment your limiting beliefs go out of your system. It is total magic, logic and magic come together. You have to give yourself this time. The moment you heal yourself, you say the first layer of anything is to heal yourself. And for healing to happen, you have to do some dirty work of being a lawyer, a criminal lawyer fighting a case against someone who feels that there are many, many limiting beliefs and there are many, many limitations. I do not have time. A lot of people say that I don't have time. And now fight a case. And when you say I don't have time, most of the time, when you say I don't have time, the problem is you are poor at time management. Everybody has got time. We all know that 24 hours are with everyone. You are bad at time management. You don't know how to set up priorities. There are scientific ways of doing that. Your mind has got a capability of doing anything for not more than, say, suppose our attention span has come down so much that our attention span is only 5 minutes. And then we get distracted. So we say, okay, fine. I'll work for 5 minutes. And if a notification come in my phone, I'm not going to see because after 5 minutes, I have a break of another 5 minutes. And then you make this working time 5 minutes to slowly 10 minutes. Today 5, tomorrow 10, day after 15, 20, 25. And I know that scientifically it has been proven that more than 25 minutes, I cannot sit at a stretch. I need to break free. I need to take a rest. Then, after 25 minutes, my timer will run, and then I can watch Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I can talk to my friend, or I can just be lost in my own dreams. But those 25 minutes, I will use my time very, very effectively, and I will never have lack of time because I'm so organized. And even if I go this, I don't stay organized, I will not beat myself down and become my own enemy and bring out one more limiting belief that you're a failure. You cannot do anything. You can't even stick to this. I have to be kind to myself. I will not let any more limiting belief come into my mind, because the lesser limiting beliefs my subconscious mind has, the better power I have. Thank you so much, Sharma. We must. Limiting beliefs, we have to kill those limiting beliefs and not make those limiting beliefs. Till now, we've been told, if we be strict, things happen. No, things don't happen. Yes, boundaries are important, but strictness with yourself never works. You have to be very strategic with yourself. You have to be that mother who's strict at the same time wanting his child to do well in life. You have to be your own mother. All right. So let's come back to the 7 human needs that I was talking about. We spoke about growth, importance, and contribution. The fourth is, love and connection. We all want to feel love and connection. We all want a community which says, I understand you and I support you. All right. We all need that. Without that, because we are social creatures, we cannot continue for long. We need that love and connection from people around us. We need that validation from people around us. If we totally feel that there is nothing, people, this love and connection, sometimes it is so high, especially for people who, have the tendencies, suicidal tendencies, who have, if they feel that there is no love and connection from any side, they go into depression. Mostly happens when you feel that there is nobody who's understanding you, they're supporting you, and you have closed doors from every side. So it is very important to develop that self-love. To beat this, to cut this, you have to develop self-love, self-admiration, self-respect. But it is easier said than done, because we are so hypercritical about ourselves. We are our own worst critic. We are very critical to ourselves. Somebody else may not point out our mistakes, but we will point our mistakes. We always look down upon ourselves. We always feel I'm not good enough, I'm not achieved enough, I've wasted so much time, I've wasted so much money, I've wasted so much effort. We always are very hypercritical of ourselves. And to let that kind of condition never come in, wherein even we have, because depression, depression happens in a spectrum. If you see a rainbow, there is a spectrum. And in a spectrum, it comes from 0 to 100. All right. So it can, a 1 also in a spectrum is depression, and 100 is also depression. So this 1 should not also happen, because once it goes, the speedometer goes from 50 onwards, say, I'm just giving you a hypothetical number, the needle will go very fast. Spiraling down, inertia again, coming down, gravity plays a big role. So it happens initially, people feel so lost and so lonely, so disappointed. Okay. The moment we feel love and connection, we feel that someone really, really admires us, loves us, we can move mountains. We can move mountains for that person. We can be totally, totally transformed if we get that kind of, that assurance. All right. So let's come to the fifth human need. The fifth human need is change. We don't want things to be. Why do we keep changing our food? Do we have the same lunch every day? The dal is changed, the sabji is changed. If mama makes same food, kids say, what? Every day you're giving me the same food. I can't eat it. Because the feeling of change is so important. And thus we say, okay, I want to go out with my friends to a restaurant, or I want to go to a different place. I want to go on a vacation. I want to meet new people. And Dynamism is also part of it because we want change. And now this change is so easy because of Instagram, Instagram reels changing, it transports us somewhere, and we know it is playing a havoc with our emotions and with our focus, with our attention span. It is giving us more damage. It is wasting our time, more damage than it is contributing to our entertainment. Okay. We are losing out on a lot of things. We know that, but that feeling of change, so if you're, say, suppose you are someone who's in a profession when there's a lot of traveling, you would love to have change, and so there is a lot of travel, and this person will be very, very happy. He will do very well in his life if his change need is too much and he's traveling a lot for his job. But if someone, because the next human need that we have is of comfort, we need comfort also. But if my comfort need is higher than my change, then I want to be, I'm happy being in a desk job. Okay. I don't want to move at all. Nobody should tell me what to do. I want a job wherein I don't have any boss, or I don't want a job in which my boss is immediately seeing me. Okay. Because I am someone who loves comfort. So comfort is also one of the human needs, and if it gets shaken, if my comfort zone, if I'm taken out of my comfort zone, I'll start to run away from that person. Happens, right? A lot of time people enroll themselves in various dietitians, diet plans. Okay, or they join a gym. They make the full payment also, and after 2 3 months they start to run away. I've heard people, my own students, they told me that, ma'am, my dietitian calls me, I blocked her number. She calls me so much and she makes me feel so bad that, initially it felt, wow, she's taken money for this, she's chasing me, but now I've blocked her number. It's because she's making me feel such a loser. She's challenging my comfort need. And that's so important for me. Okay. And the comfort is also somewhere certainty. I can be certain. All right. The change is also variety. Now, the same thing you can give so many words. Variety. I love going to buffet because there's so much variety. खाना देख के ही पेट भर जाता है मेरा. I love it. When I go to a supermarket where there are so many things that are displayed, the moment I see so many colors, this variety, I get hypnotized. The marketing gimmick is played in my mind, and I don't even need that cornflakes, but I will take it in my bag. And maybe it is there in my cupboard and getting expired because I've forgotten. I don't need it. I'm eating chila every day. I'm eating parathas every day. But because that I went to the supermarket and there were so many colors that I saw, that variety attracted me. We all love that. And we all like certainty. We all want to know that our loved one, when they go to the office, they come back in the evening. And if they don't come back at the time, then most of the fights that happen between husband and wife are because you did not come back in time, you did not call me, you did not tell me where you were, because I felt uncertain. You threatened my certainty. You threaten what I want, and I will pounce back at you. Don't threaten my certainty because it is very high. That comfort is very high for me. All right. So all this, we are a very complex creature. And the more we know about, we need not know everything. And one of our need also is of doing nothing. We sometimes today we think that, how can I do nothing? If I'm doing nothing, might as well just open my phone and start to. I've got nothing against phone. Phone is a great medium, but I feel it is doing more harm. All right. I mean, like, I'm not able to, I want a parenting coach to tell me how to take my son away from the phone. I'm looking for one. If you know, please let me know. Because I feel that it is so addictive. People cannot sit. However, we as kids, at least I can talk about myself, we used to go to our villages, we used to look at the fan would not, because there was no electricity, we would look at the fan and it's not running. And we would just keep looking at the fan. Or we would be just sitting and looking at the infinity. Or we would be just taking out a patta and would be, breaking that patta. That nothingness also gave us our mind a little bit of rest. That is required. That detox is also important. That nothing importance is very high. Some people, if you would have heard, they do a lot of meditation. They'll do a lot of meditation. They love to attend satsangs, and wherein, say, Vipassana and all, wherein you keep quiet for a long time. It's because the feeling of nothingness is nurtured. And not everyone can do that. Because when I'm sitting, I'm restless. My growth, importance, contribution, silence required for calming mind. Absolutely. That digital detox. And there are so many ways that you can do that, by journaling, by speaking to your friends, by taking out things that are inside you, just taking them out. All right. But not that also has to be done in a balance, because then we go into a spiral. Taking out also has to be done in a very systematic and in a controlled environment. Because as human beings, if we are complex, we are also someone who adapts. We adapt. When it is summers, we adapt. When it is winters, we adapt. We adapt. That's the beauty of us. We are complex, yet we are adaptable. And thus, it's important to understand ourselves, because so that we can lead a better life. Manifestation can only happen for Sachin Tendulkar in cricket, as I see it, and not in singing. If he would have gone into singing, Sachin Tendulkar, my perception is he would have been a failure. And if Lata Mangeshkar would have tried becoming a cricketer, I don't think she could have been the master blaster that Sachin Tendulkar is. Correct me if I'm wrong. So manifestation, how does it happen? It's not, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet, but it is really, really doing something that is aligned with who you are, which is aligned with your beliefs, which is aligned with your values, which is aligned with the person that you are, which will give you maximum measure of intelligence, is nothing but with your passion. We say put passion, but can we put passion in everything? I mean, like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so we can be passionate about everything. We want to do so many things. All right. When we learn about values, I'll tell you about it. Values, there are so many values. So many values. Somebody values going to the gym. He values his health. Okay, he'll come back after work and he'll go to the gym. His wife and his kids would have never seen him, because he values his health. He values his job. And there is one wife, she values contribution, she values love, and there is a mismatch here. The husband goes to the gym, the wife is feeling unloved. There is a mismatch of values. So everyone can have a maximum of 5 values. This has been scientifically proven and written in the books. We don't know all this. I wish it was told in school, but I don't want to crib about it. I choose not to crib about it. I choose to take control, and I choose to transform myself. But I feel more than transforming, knowing is good. Then it's written in the books. I'm an avid reader. I read so much. My bookshelf is all filled, and I have this number because I read a lot. I read a lot, and they have really transformed me as a person. And I feel that I could be, because there is Kindle, there's Audible, there is YouTube, there's everything. But we have different ways of learning. I have a friend, she says, oh, you love reading books. I don't know. I don't like reading books. I can't read it. My speed is very slow. I'm at the preface and I read the last chapter, thank you so much, Sharma. And I read the last page and I feel like, how do I read? How do I read? I sit and it goes above my head and my speed is so slow, and I'm always holding the book and I feel I might as well do some cooking or go to my office and do something constructive, and I never touch that book. So we made a pact early on in life when we were growing up, that I will read the book and I will teach her. You know, शैतान के पैर पालने में दिख जाते हैं. So somewhere probably as a kid, I would read the book and I would teach her that this is what is written. And today also I got a book from I don't follow anyone in particular, but I got a book from Sri Ravi Shankar. One of my friend has had sent it to me. All right. So and she said, I had sent it to you so that you can read and tell me what is written in this because I can't read it. I want to know what is written in it. And somebody has told me it's really good. So I said, okay, fine. Everybody is reading and studying style is absolutely different. I will read and I will explain it to you. All right. And probably I can give that knowledge that I get to my students as well. So I don't mind it. Thank you so much for this wonderful gift. It has come into my library and I will, since I have to teach you, this will be the next book that I will read. So that is the commitment that has come to me. And talking about knowing is very good, but doing is more important. You would agree with me. I gave you this example that knowing how to swim is very, very nice. But if I keep making you sit in the classroom and never take you to the swimming pool, you will get irritated and annoyed. You'll be like, when are we going to the swimming pool? If I keep teaching you how to cycle and I never give you a cycle because it's very dangerous, then you'll get annoyed with me. You'll be like, Arey, bahut theory ho gaya. Please take us to the cycle and let me learn how to do that, yeah. If I take you to a car learning center, and if I keep teaching you the traffic rules and I keep telling you where is the gear, where is the escalator, where is the steering wheel, and never let you sit in the car, it's wrong on my part, right? So I'm going to tell you nothing. We don't have a much of a crowd here. That's good. In fact, personalized attention is always good. It's lucky I feel that people who come in closed groups, you make better contact and you learn more. So it's great. So my I will be starting from Monday onwards. I'll be starting a 14-day wherein we would be meeting for 10 days and 2 days I'll give you intrinsic. I mean, 21 miracle. Actually, Sharma, I'm not doing the 21 thing. It's because it gets a little longer. Let's do the 14 first. If if they like it, then we go it. I know you missing the 21. I got a message from, the others also, especially Jagriti and all that. When are we doing the 21 days? But I feel that, the 21 day becomes a very longish for people to really, really show up every day because my condition is that you have to come every day. You have to come every day because we're building on a habit, and a habit requires, because someday somebody would miss and say, Madam, I had this work and thus I could not come. 21 days, I would come every day because this is my passion. This is number one in my need. I need to do it. I would anyway do it for myself. All right. I'll do it for myself because it's doing. Okay. It's a miracle manifestation, as like Sharma is saying, and it's a 14 days workshop wherein we would break our limiting beliefs, limiting beliefs which are very common. And if they go, I'm a transformed person. And if I like it, I'd enroll into the next batch also. If you like it, you'll enroll into the next batch. And if you like it, we have advanced courses also. All right. I want you to go step by step and not jump in. All right. Go step by step. Do this 14 days miracle manifestation program in which we will be doing applied changing of your beliefs, in which you would learn how I started seeing amazing results. Absolutely, absolutely, from the first week. In fact, when I do that along with everyone, okay, it makes changes in my subconscious also, because even I need that. Because enough of talking and we know everything, and I'm always there, all right. And I have a lot of courses lined up, all right. So that also is there. But the first one I want you to do, before you do, you learned a lot from me, isn't it? Lot has been told to you, and the recordings are there with you, and you can go through them. And this also, I will give you the recordings, okay? But your attending it live will really make an impact. And we would every day change a limiting belief that you have. And every day you'll feel so refreshed. It is not a meditation. It is something which is very, very powerful. All your senses would be involved. Okay, all your senses will be involved, and um, let's try from Monday onwards, all right, how it goes. So I plan to do it every day from 5:30 to 6:30. That's one. Second, because I feel Brahma Muhurat is very important. It will keep you into a habit. 21 days is what it takes for you to make anything a habit. But I think 14 is good enough for you to really think, because Saturday, Sunday, you will get break. You can sleep for a long time or wake up late. Or I'm saying get up at 5:30, do your manifestations and sleep at 6:30 if you want to. I don't, because I my day is lined up ahead. All right. Thank you so much. So do that. Okay, 5:30 to 6:30, you be with me and we'll do that. Lots and lots of information exchange will happen. Lots and lots of exercises we'll be doing. All right. And this course I've learned from a very international, renowned international mentor of mine, all right. And I learned a couple of years back, and it has made a deep impact on me. And I love to give it as my first level for to everyone, so that you see changes. You see tangible changes in yourself. And once you see that, now you're interested to know more about things, all right. And this is one of the things which gives you, it's a trailer. What I did right now, you can say it's an advertisement. Okay, an ad that you see of a movie that you get interested. Okay, and then when you go to a movie theater, you see a trailer. That's just a trailer, but that is required for you to really, really make up your mind whether you are interested to pursue it any more further, for say, invest your time, effort, energy, and resources. So we are starting from 5:30 to 6:30. My requirement is you have to come up, show up every day, 5:30 to 6:30 for 14 days, do all my assignments. And if you do that, then if you want, I can refund your money too. All right. So it virtually becomes absolutely free for you if you are not convinced that you've got anything out of that course. But for that, to claim that money, you have to attend every day, 5:30 to 6:30, because I'll be there every day. I would have taken bath, I would have been in fresh clothes, I'll be sitting absolutely in my high energy. All right. And you will get it absolutely free, but the condition is you have to join every day and you have to do all my assignments. And you will be a totally different person. All right. And the course fee is also not a bomb. In case you want, the same price, if you want, will be adjusted in the advanced courses. If you want to do the advanced, a mindset program, or advanced knowledge courses, because there's knowledge also, a lot of knowledge exchange that happens. Okay, relationship mastery that we have, the health mastery that we have, all right. The frequency elevation program that we have. In fact, I do the Reiki programs also. That also you can join if you wish to. In this, the price of this is along with a lot of bonuses, which includes, your personality enhancements, enhancement bonus, your language skills, because you would agree with me, we don't speak in some particular languages because we have our inhibitions. We don't listen to it, right? Our family is not speaking or we don't listen to it. So I think our language skills, our networking skills, our meeting people, our rapport building with people, that would also be given as part of this. And once you join the system, you're always, always informed about various courses that we have. So the price of this coming, absolutely, I don't have any presentation like most of the people show. I don't believe in that, because once you start showing presentation and all, it just dilutes the information. It's direct one-to-one. So the price of that program is 1,999. It's around 2,000 rupees, 1 rupee less than that. And with 1,999, you can either after 2 weeks, you can say, I want my refund, and you get the money back. Or if you love it, because most of the people really love it, you go into my advanced program and you can say, okay, give me a discount there. So suppose the next program is for 15,000 rupees, which is the advanced law of attraction course, which is for 3 months. And you say, okay, give me a discount here for my 2,000 rupees that I paid here. Then you get that for 13,000. And if you say, no, ma'am, it's a contribution that I've done. You've taught me so much. You've given me so much. I don't want to take that money back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So it's absolutely up to you. So by the end of the 14-day also, if you want the money back, it comes back to you. And by the end of 14 days, if you say, I want to upgrade, and you give me a discount there, I give you a discount there also. Or, but the only requirement is I want you to fully experience it. Because somewhere that nurse frequency in me, which wants the people to take all the doses, you have to take all the capsules, you have to take all the all the supplements, all the oxygen, everything I want you to take, and only then move ahead. All right, not taking much of your time. Do let me know. Thank you so much. I will be starting. Uh, Enjoyed attending your course and would be a pleasure to join your next program. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You were there in the last course also, and we had a great time, right? And early morning when you fill yourself with energy, right? I should tell you this because I feel. Thank you so much. I know you're interested. So I'll tell you what happens, right? In our day, we have a pattern, right? We have a pattern during the day. And you would see that during the day at one particular time, you feel when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, I'm so tired. I know people, who are like so disgusted, their faces like they are so, they can bite you in the morning. They're so annoyed. But I think if you infuse yourself with that, that energy on day one, I understand you don't wake up so early every day at 5:30. You are not in the habit, but if you put your alarm for 5 and you make up your mind that yes, I have to because I have paid money also here and I have something to transform in me, then you would wake up at 5:30 and you will infuse that energy into you, and these 14 days will be life transforming for you. All right. You will look back at it and you'll be like, oh, I did that challenge. People go for Vipassana and all, they don't speak a word. And that's the time they're so annoyed and angry and irritated. But by the time they're like life changing, I did Vipassana 3 times, 4 times is what they say. I kept quiet for 3, 4 times for 3, 4 days. That's what I did. Right. So make up your mind. Let me know. I'm not sending any link here. Absolutely. Get in touch with me. So the paradigm shift is this, okay, that we make a shift in our consciousness to know more about ourselves. And thus the end result is excellence. Excellence in everything, excellence in something. And excellence in attracting beautiful coincidences in our life. And that is what is manifestation, a mirror image of who I am outside. My outer reality is a mirror image. 80% of my outer reality, 20% is astrology also, which we cannot say why it is because the planetary positions are like that. 20% things are out of our control, but 80% is our experience. But right now we are leading just out of the 20% or maybe 25%. We're not exploring that 80%. And we all know this, that, in any exam, there is only 20% of the things that if you study, you get 80%. You can score 80%. That's the law, isn't it? 80-20 law. We know that, right? And if we explore into from this 20% where we're living, if we expand our horizons, we go a little more further. So let me know if you're interested. Message me directly. I wished more people would have joined. So it is more better because if when we talk, that I did this in my day, next day people are so excited to share. Okay. More people are there. The excitement is always new. Okay. It's more. So let me know. And if we don't continue this time also, stay connected with me. Stay put in the group. Okay. I'll keep posting about my future courses and you join there, and whatever resonates with you, you join there. But don't leave the hand. Okay. Now, don't leave. If you don't join now, stay here. Stick around, think about it, and come around, right? So if you don't join this time also, be around and be available for. Yeah, sure. I'll send you the link, but I like all of you all to really, really join, and thus we can have the maximum benefit and we learn from each other because we inspire each other, right? So we are way over every day. I say myself that, okay, now because I started a little late too, I said, okay, fine, I'll continue for 10 more minutes ahead or maybe 5 more minutes. I think I started at 7:05, but it's 8:17. And I keep speaking because I think I have a verbal diarrhea also. I want your guidance. Okay, Srinivas, you can unmute yourself. You can tell me. You want me to stop the recording? What are you writing? Acha, you're in library. Yeah. I understand. I remember. Stop the recording. Let's resume. So how do you, the first level of healing of or achieving, if I want to achieve here, the first level is healing. And in healing also, the first level is, you know, clearing your mind, absolutely removing, thinking that there is a lot of muck there, a lot of black muck there, because our head is, it looks very small, but it's very complex. We keep so many memories inside and limiting beliefs, and there's that confidence in your abilities is something that we really work on. I want Sharma to really unmute and tell me and tell everyone, and if you can come on camera, how the miracle manifestation class clears your mind. I really want you to speak. I mean, if you could, can you come on the camera and speak?
Yeah, yeah. There is my voice audible.
Yeah. How does
Uh,
it, what he's asking, I think it's bang on. It's something that's what we do in our 14 days class, isn't it?
yeah, I have in the first week of the manifestation class, I got much clarity. That means of my mind, and also I started my course. That is, I started manifesting for the past 1 year, which I was waiting for. I started my course also, and it worked very
You
well.
told
And
that. Yeah, you told that, but I want you to tell how it clears the mind and gives you
yeah,
confidence. The
before that, I was
affirmations that
very
we
confused.
speak, the affirmations that we speak, and how we take it in, in our physical body, how we
Yeah,
move our bodies, how
that means.
change our body language.
First of all, I used to affirm that I'm very much confident and I can do anything. And the mindset I changed. That means I can do anything. And we have practiced the music also by listening the music, and you have made us to do the
Yeah,
practice with every day by affirming the things with respect to mind also, that especially subconscious mind, especially subconscious mind, how it works. And
right. I'll explain. Yeah.
yeah,
So the thing is that what we do is we tap onto our subconscious. Again, it's a rewiring of your subconscious and rewiring of your feelings and your emotions. And you are giving commands to your brain, your subconscious, that this is what it is. I am the most capable person. I am capable of achieving anything and everything. All right. We give those commands to ourselves and we achieve that. So what you're saying is what you get there. All right. So if you're interested, just let me know in my WhatsApp. Okay. And I'll confirm it to you by say tomorrow if you can make the payment, or today only. I in the evening I can let you know. Okay. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We say a lot of affirmations. You don't have to repeat any affirmation, and that frequency, you come into that frequency. All right. And thus we change our reality. It is life transforming. In fact, last time when I did this 14 days program, I transformed myself. I had a issue in my health, okay, and that just suddenly got cured. My right knee was continuously paining. And after those 14 days, I was like, where was this pain? It's not even there. It has gone out magically. So not only our emotional beliefs, but also our physical. Our physical also is a manifestation of our mind. Somewhere something blocked in our energy shows up in our physical being, right? So we'll do that. Make up your mind. Let me know. All right. I'm happy that at least you've made up your mind. And let's do that, right? Okay. Chalo. See you then. We are way past our time now. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.